Hi, I'm Ali Famely, editor of Power Retail. I'm here to share with you some of the findings from our latest Spotlight Series report on loyalty programs. So I'll start by introducing Mark Fletcher, who's the Insights Manager here at Power Retail. Mark, could you give us an overview of the Spotlight Series, please?
Thanks, Ellie. The Spotlight series provides online retailers with deep insights into those challenging issues they face all the time. So it's based on extensive surveying of Australian online shoppers, input from leading online retailers, and we also look at a lot of overseas data just to keep things in context. And we cover a new topic each month. Each report is typically about 30 pages of commentary and those charts that you need to really understand what's going on.
They're very important to read as well. And I was wondering what prompted the reports on loyalty programs?
Look, we're out there talking to retailers all the time, and it's very clear that loyalty programs are on their minds. It's a topic they're talking about, it's a topic they're thinking about, and it's definitely a topic they need insights about.
So is that in response to Amazon Prime and eBay Plus?
Look, partly, but really it's more about retailers trying to attract and retain customers in this era of constant discounting.
Yeah.
They need to do things that don't scrape their margin to the absolute bottom.
That's very interesting. Now, I know that all Spotlight Series reports are based on rigorous market research. So I was just wondering how many people you actually interviewed for this report.
Ali, we spoke to over 6,000 online shoppers and over 60 online retailers. So it's very substantial data, and we're very, very confident in the findings.
It's pretty impressive. So, should we get down to the basics? What proportion of online shoppers are members of a retailer loyalty program?
It's interesting. It's 92%. And
wow.
Yeah, that's a lot of people. So pretty much if you bought something online in the last 6 months, you're pretty much going to be a member of a loyalty club.
I know I am.
Well, indeed. In fact, there's about 15% of online shoppers who are members of 10 or more retailer loyalty clubs.
Could you give me an example of some popular ones?
Sure. Look, not surprising. You've got the Woolworths, Flybys. Look, they're up at 75% of people have those. Myer is also a very popular one. Some that perhaps you wouldn't expect, but are very popular at Spotlight. There's 40% of online shoppers.
Yeah.
Spotlight, Priceline Sister Club is also up there at 37%.
One of my favourites, personally.
Oh, well, indeed. But then you get down to the perhaps more specialised ones where you wouldn't expect everyone to be a member. So you've got Dymocks Rewards. Not everyone's into buying books these days, but there's still 13% of online shoppers are a member of that program.
That's amazing. But clearly not everyone's joining loyalty programs. I was just wondering what's stopping them.
Well, not surprisingly, everyone's got a few different reasons. But if we look at the top one, it's about taking too long to earn rewards. We're in an environment now where everyone wants things straight away, and rewards are part of that. So, yep, if it's going to take me 5 years to earn a trip to Bali, I'm just not interested.
That's very interesting. So let's just flip it around and look from the other side. What do online shoppers want from a retailer loyalty program?
Well, one of the key things they want is not to be spammed.
Yes.
So, we're talking about 35% of online shoppers say, yep, that's one of the things that's keeping me back. So every time I'm thinking about joining a new retailer, loyalty club, I'm thinking to myself, am I going to get more junk into my inbox? But look, on the positive side, the key things that they like or that constitute what makes a great retailer loyalty program, they want to redeem points and accumulate points across a range of retailers. So I want to maximise the opportunity to get those rewards. It's kind of the same thing as not taking too long, if I can get them from a lot of places.
Yeah.
Well, not surprisingly, it's got to be easy to understand. And I'm sure we've all come across those programs where there's too many tiers, there's too many exceptions, and it just gets all too hard.
Yeah, absolutely. So the very important question of rewards.
Well, yes, rewards. What do I actually want? Well, here is where you start to see the impact of things like Amazon Prime and of eBay Plus, because we've got 60% of people saying that the rewards they want are actually free shipping.
Yeah.
Right? So free shipping is a top one, that they can actually redeem points for products.
Mm-hmm.
They're the things that they like. Now, that's got to be contrasted, though, with some of the other things that they feel. So I've already mentioned that the rewards have to be easy to earn. So the benefits of rewards have to be relevant to me is also something that's key. So there's 45% of shoppers saying, yep, I want to earn them fast, but they've got to be relevant to me. And that's a trouble that a lot of retailers have. If they don't just give cash, how many products or what type of products should they give away? There's a lot of challenges.
Definitely. Now, I understand that you were able to do some segmentation of the loyalty program market based on the groupings of programs. But what did you actually find?
Oh, look, this was fascinating. So just to give you the background, what we did is we took the top 50 loyalty programs and we cross-referenced them. We said, if you're a member of this program, what other programs are you likely to be a member of? So you find groupings of programs. And then we said, okay, if you're a member of this particular group of programs, what can we say about you? Now, we came up with 6 segments, and some of them are kind of obvious. So there's 12% of people who fall into what we call homebodies. And they're highly likely to be members of Super Cheap Auto and BCF Club.
Yep.
Boating, camping, fishing.
Yep.
So those, they're really unlikely to be members of Surf Stitch or Sephora. And not
unless they love skincare too.
Well, indeed. And look, there's a real bias amongst that segment towards being male. Interestingly, they seldom abandon shopping carts. So these are fairly deliberate shoppers, if you want. They've got a pretty good idea what they want. They go in, they buy it. And not surprisingly, they go to Super Cheap Auto and BCF Club. Let's talk about that other extreme, which is the point maniacs. Not surprisingly, they're in those people who have 10 plus loyalty club memberships. Let's go through the types of people they are, or the types of clubs they're members of, and that might give you a picture.
Yeah.
So they're highly likely to be in Cotton On, Spotlight, Jeans West, Priceline Sister Club, Myer One, Best and Less, and Just Jeans.
Yes, that sounds like me.
Right. Okay. Now, Ellie, are you a member of the Super Cheap Auto Club or of the Reject Club?
No, unfortunately I'm not.
No, and that's exactly as predicted by our research findings here.
Would you look at that?
You sound like you're in that segment, and in fact, given that segment has a strong bias towards females, tick, Ellie, spend over $100 a month online.
We won't disclose that.
No, okay. You love sales events.
I do.
Yeah. And, you have large basket sizes. So typically when you shop online, you really get in there and you typically buy a few items.
I'm just helping the economy.
And that's a very important thing to do. So look, they're 2 of the 6 segments, and there's various others. I think really from online retailers, part of the value in this type of analysis is it gives you a broader perception or understanding of your market. So you might not realise that those people who are members of Priceline, Spotlight and Best and Less, they're actually, if it's just those 3, they're actually what we call a thrifty category. So, they're 54 plus, they're probably not in paid employment, but what they do buy is a lot of toys and baby gear. So that's kind of your grandmas, and they're going to your Priceline, Spotlight, Best and Less. So whether it's a matter of looking for relationships with other retailers, whether it's a matter of really understanding who your competition is, making sure that your loyalty club has as appealing rewards and benefits and all those type of things as your competitors, there's a tremendous amount of insights available just from this particular analysis.
Yeah, and we've only really scratched the surface of this report, but it is super important for all retailers to have a read, even if they have a loyalty program or not.
Oh,
You reckon?
absolutely, because your competitors probably do, and definitely 92% of your shoppers do.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for spending some time with me here, Mark. So, what's next on the agenda?
All right. Well, we're currently working on a report on social media influencers and their impact on online shoppers. Now, I know, Ali, again, that's a field that you got a lot of experience in.
Absolutely.
And from your perspective, is it growing?
I think it's stagnating a little bit. I think that the bubble may have burst.
Right.
But I am incredibly interested to read your report on it because I want to know insights from every single angle, and I want it to be in depth, which I know you provide.
Sure. Well, that's very kind, Ellie. Just on that social media influencers, look, it is clear from our findings already that the bubble's burst. But having said that, it's a very big bubble, and there are a lot of shoppers still being influenced, and increasingly, perhaps a little behind the times, online retailers are trying to leverage influencers. So really, that's what we're trying to do, is understand what the situation is, how online retailers can best navigate it, and what they can do going forward.
Absolutely. Well, we don't want to give away too much. So if you're interested in reading the full reports, I recommend you go to the Power Retail website, download the reports, or sign up for the Switched On membership where you can get 80 plus research reports, insights, and white papers. Thank you very much for coming in.
My pleasure, Ellie.
See you.